this is an emergency. An emergency, in my view, would have needed an immediate meeting of the President, the Minister of Public Works, the Premier of Gauteng, the premiers of all other provinces, the mayors of all of the local government, to be convened immediately after that fire, so that the pertinent question is asked: how do we avoid this from happening again? What steps are we taking to make sure that all of the buildings are compliant? What do we do with the levels of training of the people who are involved, particularly the supervisory staff? What does government do to make sure that in each and every government building there is drilling, and that people are prepared to deal with the situation of fire whenever it takes place? I can tell you now, that's the last thing in the government minds now.
If the fire engine goes out on the structural, the rescue vehicle for those particular, you can be able to do and perform those particular duties effectively so. Local government cannot do that. That is why we are calling and say, let us not make this political. We are not politicians. We are only saying we need to render services to our people. That's what we are asking for. Give us those particular vehicles. Because we cannot always depend on external help. But whereas we are saying we are the world-class city. Netcare, they are well equipped. They are coming in. And show that our management also, they didn't even accept that we are not having enough equipment and vehicles. All those relevant private sectors who are coming to come and assist, they stop them from assisting us. They stop them from coming to the particular building. Now it takes you back, whereby the same department, they were lying to our community and saying, we're having equipment, we're having fire engines. The firefighters, they don't want to work. They even call us disgruntled firefighters. I still remember that very well. It's 2015. Where are those fire engines that they are talking about? We are still bleeding. We are still bleeding inside. It's not easy to forget this. But we are asking that if ever our government can highly consider what we are requesting, for the poor of the poor, that they must be able to get services. Now what is happening, you can even see the poor planning. We are running fire and ambulance services. They are mostly interested in ambulances than fire. If they can be able to have more people on the ambulances, they neglect fire. But what happens if ever there is a motor vehicle accident? The person will be trapped, will die, will bleed to death. What if ever there will be a fire there? So by getting this particular response vehicle, it will help us so that the fire engines will be on stationary and they will wait only for fire calls. And the small rescue vehicles will be able to relieve this particular fire engine and be able to go for any type of rescue, motor vehicle rescue, and so forth, and motor vehicles. But they're still planning on that. That's exactly what happened. That questions also the type of leadership that we're having. The same managers, the same leaders, why were they failing to go and rescue one of our own who was in charge? It goes back to incident management. Who was in charge of the particular incident? You cannot be on the hot zone but not be able to take decisions.